Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the blackbusinessschool.com. I just got here in Dallas, Texas. I am going to speak tonight at Paul Quinn College as part of the Dr. Boyce Watkins Tour. So you can go to the drboycewatkinstour.com or boycewatkins.com. Just click on events. You can see what other cities we're going to. We're going to Austin and Houston and Las Vegas and New York City next. And I think I might actually take a little time because I'm getting a little tired because we're shooting that TV show in LA, Steel Justice, the shoot went really well. We still got a few more scenes we have to shoot, but we're gonna get the pilot ready and packaged, and we think it is a very good shot of landing on a television network, which would be really interesting and fun. And also, the Damon Dash and I have the movie Too Honorable coming out pretty soon. Now let me tell you, this movie, don't bring your kids to this movie. This is now if you like an urban drama, you like good music, good visuals. Kanye West provided the music, and it's really good music. And it's just it's a hood story, but there's a higher level of thought that can be extrapolated from it, and that's why I told Damon I think that it's very important that we also tour with the movie, so we can also make sure that people understand that while the film has a lot of violence in it, we're not glorifying the violence. We're not saying that the violence is okay. We're actually teaching a better lesson, which is that nobody wins when there is violence, and that's the idea. So anyway, make of it what you will. Anyway, I was just thinking today about the lecture that I'm giving in Houston, which is focused on the 10 commandments, or excuse me, the 10 rules of global economic warfare. I'm doing the 10 commandments of Black economic empowerment right now, but I also have the 10 rules of global economic warfare. And basically, it reminds me a little bit of maybe just kind of an art of war kind of way of thinking about economics and how Black economics plays such a critical role in our freedom as a society. And one of the rules of global economic warfare is that dead weight should be dead meat. And what does that mean? Well, that means that in a cooperative economic system, everybody has to contribute if they can. Everybody contributes. A system only survives if you minimize the number of what they would call free riders in that system. Free riders are people who benefit from the system but don't want to contribute nothing to the system. They want to eat off other people's plates all the time. And it doesn't mean that can't happen sometimes. Sometimes people just can't contribute, but sometimes they just don't want to. Sometimes they think that because you're strong and they're weak, that you should do everything, they should do nothing. And the problem with that is that if a lot of us think that way, then there'll be nothing there. We'll whittle away at our own institutions. We'll destroy our businesses. We'll destroy everything in our community that is good because none of us want to contribute to that. But so it really leaned on a conversation I had with somebody who someone who was talking to me about the vendors at our events, and they said, Dr. Boyce, we think you should charge a different price for people that come to your events and sell their products. We think it's a little bit too high. And I said, well, actually, I think the price is actually kind of low. But tell me what you're thinking. They said, well, we're used to paying this amount, and this is how we do it in this town, and that's how it's going, we think it should be. And I said, okay, I understand that. I hear what you're saying, so maybe you can hear me out. I said, number one, number one thing I do not want you to ever get is the impression that maybe because I'm a little more well-known than some other people, that everything's easy for us, that we just got money flowing everywhere, and that we just making it rain, popping bottles, everything's good. That ain't the case. It's hard as hell running a small independent Black business, and we're doing it without getting money from the white man. We ain't taking no money from corporations. We ain't getting no money from the government. We're using our own money to run all of this, and a lot of the stuff we do is not profitable. And it's a lot of pressure because we have about 25 people that are asking for money every month, many of whom are single moms. Some, a couple of them are very close to being homeless. So what it does is it puts a lot of pressure on us, especially with this tour. This tour is far more expensive than I thought it was going to be. It's costing us $6,000 to $8,000. I'd say about $6,000 to $7,000 for every city that we go to. So I said, look, I don't need to make a killing on any of this. I just want to make sure we make a profit so we can feed our people, so we don't have to stop doing this. And I said, so here's my dilemma. I said, you're basically telling me that you want to spend $75 where, and I've seen how much these vendors make. Some of them make a lot of money. Some of them make over $1,000 at their event, sometimes as much as 2,000 or at least several hundred. I said, so you want to spend $75 and make several hundred, maybe well over $1,000, and you somehow think that what I'm charging, like me charging 150 or 200, is unfair. I said, you're spending 150, but I spent $6,000 to create all this, and there's a good chance you may make more money than us. So I said, look, the truth is in the proof. That's with an F. The truth is in the proof. I said, how about this? Whatever we charge you at the end of the night, lay out your receipts and show us exactly how much money you made. And then we'll show you how much we charged you. We'll put that next to it. And then with the numbers right in front of you, you convince me that somehow we're exploiting you, robbing you, hurting you. Because I'll do the same thing. I'll show you how much we spent and how much we made. And then you convince me that I'm just so much better off than you and everything's just hunky-dory for us. How about that? And so, I worked with him. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad or nothing. That's fine. The problem is, though, when you run a business, you got to protect the people that work for you. And if I'm out here just giving things away for nothing, then I'm hurting, the people that work for us, because I can't pay them if I have to fire them because we don't have enough money coming in. So, that's kind of the dilemma. And so basically, again, I'm not going to go more into that discussion, and it's no hard feelings or nothing. I'm not mad at nobody, but it's more like, we got to understand that when you show up to eat, you got to bring a plate too. You got to bring a dish. Don't just show up with your fork, because cooperative economics does not work if we think that we are nothing but a charity case. When we go down to Walmart and Kmart and Target and the movie theater and the basketball arena and all these other places, and the comedy clubs and all these other spots where we dropping money like crazy. Drop. The Applebee's, Starbucks, Nike. We're spending money like crazy. Ain't nobody showing up saying to the white man, well, I ain't got no money and you should give it away for free, or you should just charge me $2 for my Nikes because all I can afford is $2. Nobody does that. Nobody does that with white folks' money. But I can tell you, I've seen many institutions. I'm not talking about what we're doing. I'm talking about other people. I've seen pillars of entire communities. Pillars. I'm talking about establishments that have been in the community 20, 30 years, where they're this close to extinction, economic extinction, because everybody thinks that because they're big shots that they don't have any money problems. Everybody thinks that because that institution has been around 25 years that they should get everything for free. Oh, all your classes should be free. All your resources should be free. Well, if everything's free, then who the hell's going to pay the damn bills? How are they going to pay the rent and the mortgage and the lease every month and the utilities and all the other things and the staff? How are they going to do that if you showing up thinking everything's supposed to be free? That's crazy. My theory, and this is where the liberals make me mad. I'm not a liberal or conservative. They both get on my nerves. The liberals make me mad because the liberals convinced you that Joe Black Butt ain't nothing but a charity case. That when it comes to the things you need, you have to beg for those things and you need to get them for free because you're so pathetic that you can't pay for it yourself. You're so ignorant, you have such little vision in yourself, in your life, in your future, that you can't even conceive of the idea of investing in yourself. Instead, you need other people to invest in you. So maybe one day your ignorant black ass will see the light. And I just think that that's wrong. I think that's crazy. I think it's degrading to us. I think it's debilitating. It keeps us economically handicapped. It keeps us perpetually weak. And that's why I implemented that into the rules of global economic warfare. I do this with my children. When my children come up to me, Daddy, I need money because I don't have money for the bill. Like, can you give me $300? I'm like, no. You're a grown ass woman. You are capable. You are strong. You are not dead weight. You will not be dead weight. You are not a charity case. How about this? Let's reframe this conversation. Instead of you coming up asking me for charity, which doesn't help you and it doesn't help me, it breaks down what I'm doing and it cripples you because you don't believe in your own ability to sustain for yourself. Let's do trade instead. We talk about this in the Black Wealth Bootcamp on how to build your own Wall Street. You don't focus on charity, you focus on trade. So I say to her, y'all say to my girls, I say, how are you going to invest in yourself? Show me how you're going to invest in you. And then I'll show you how I'm going to invest in you. Because if you don't think that you're worth investing in, then why should anybody else? Because, after all, if anybody gains from investing in you, it should be you. So what we'll do is we'll make a deal. They'll say, okay, well, how about I come and work for you for a couple of weeks? Or how about I do this and do that? And I'll say, okay, that now you're talking. Now, instead of me giving you $150, I can actually invest in you and pull out $400. So you've got more money than you would have gotten before. You feel better about yourself because you know that you can do it. You don't feel indebted to me because you don't have to look at me as your savior anymore. I feel better because I have a stronger child who contributes to our family institution as opposed to extracting from it. So dead weight should be dead meat. That's one of the rules of global economic warfare. And I think that you got to understand this. So in your own family, when you build your own Black Wall Street, everybody shows up to contribute. If you ain't contributing, then you need to get flicked out of the system. Unless you are completely incapable. If you are mentally disabled, you are a senior citizen, or you are a child. Those are the three categories of people who can't contribute. So that's it. Those are just thoughts that were on my mind. It wasn't me venting about any particular person per se in terms of me trying to make somebody feel bad in case anybody watches the video. But I just felt like it's a worthy conversation. That we got to realize that that we have to contribute to the systems that we're a part of. So anyway, I'm about to go tonight. Like I said, in Dallas, I'm speaking, and also then tomorrow there's Austin, then there's Houston on the 15th, and then there's Las Vegas, and then there's New York City. Also, the Black Wealth Bootcamp starts on June 4th. You can sign up at theblackwealthbootcamp.com. You can use the discount code SAVEMONEY, one word, save money, and you can get 20% off the cost of tuition for the next couple weeks. And that's it. So I'm about to get on out of here, guys. So take care. Talk to you soon. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know more about the tour, go to the drboycewatkinstour.com. That's the drboycewatkinstour.com. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.